Hey friends, today I wanted to share a rather small for me library haul. I have issues with just requesting all the books that sound good, all the books you guys mention, all the books, I don't know, I go down rabbit trails, like I find a book that looks good, but then I like go and request all the books that that author has ever written, and I end up with large library stacks. And my local library is kind of terrible. They don't have a ton of books that I like to read, so thankfully my province, we have the ability to request books from all over the province. So I know that my library gets books in Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and those are the days I get emails and they tell me that I have books to pick up. So this is, I don't know, maybe 1 week's worth of books, which is obviously more books than I can read in 1 week, but sometimes when you request a book, you really want to read it in the moment, but when it comes in, you're not ready to read it, or you're no longer interested. So I just request all the books. It doesn't cost me anything. Yeah, and I'm just employing librarians. So let's get started with the books. The first one is The Lost Spells by Robert Macfarlane. I actually started reading this already. This is such a gorgeous book. The illustrations are just stunning. Stunning. So there are different animals that he has written poems for, and then Jackie Morris has drawn or painted these illustrations, and they're just, oh, that one's sad. That one's gonna get eaten by the barn owl. Yeah, so I've been reading this. It's gorgeous. It has inspired me so much. Yeah, love Robert Macfarlane's poetry. The Lost Words is also a really good one. So there's that, and then on a very different note, The Curious Tale of the In-Between. I heard about this on somebody's channel, but I didn't write it down, so I don't remember whose. And I heard, oh yeah, right. Oh, what, did Holly share this? Maybe it was Holly. Because there's like the girl, and then there's her reflection, has a imaginary friend or a ghost friend, assuming since it's, oh, Pram's best friend has always been a ghost. There we go. I thought maybe I would request it, and if I had time in October to read it, since it's kind of ghostly, which I don't normally read, but whatever, I thought I would request it anyway. So that's what I did. And then I also requested Small Spaces because a number of people recommended this for this month as well. Apparently this one's kind of creepy. I honestly don't know anything about it. It's middle grade. When 11-year-old Ollie finds a disheveled, weeping woman by the river threatening to throw a book into the water, she doesn't think, she just acts, plucking the book from the woman's hands and running away with it. Oh, okay, interesting. I don't know where that's gonna go. There's that one. Oh, and then I did get my copy of The Outsiders because I wanted to join in with Becca, and she's doing like a little read-along thing, and my copy came in a little bit late, but I can start now, and I would like to read it. I know nothing really about The Outsiders other than what I've pretty much picked up on BookTube, and one time when I was doing my teaching internship, I had to sit with a high school kid and like help him with his paper for it, but it was like a chapter in the middle of the book. We were reading it out loud to each other. That's what we were doing. We were taking turns reading it out loud. Then I had to help him with this paper, but I hadn't read like the first number of chapters, so I had no idea what was going on. Yeah, okay, and then this one I also found out about on BookTube. Don't remember who. A place called Perfect. They've got their eyes on you. The cover. It totally got me by the cover here. I love this type of illustration. Yeah, that just totally sucks me in. And then Violet never wanted to move to Perfect. Who wants to live in a town where everyone has to wear glasses to stop them going blind? And who wants to be neat and tidy and perfectly behaved all the time? Violet quickly discovers there's something weird going on in the town. She keeps hearing voices, and her mom is acting strange, and her dad has disappeared. When she meets Boy, she realizes that her dad is not the only person to have vanished, and that the mysterious watchers are guarding a perfectly creepy secret. So this sounds like a good one for this time as well. This is Usborne? It's an Usborne fiction book. Are you serious? Oh. Well, they've upped their like fiction game here. That illustration is amazing. So this is another middle grade creepy book that I would like, that was just my toe cracking, that I would really like to get to this month. I have too many books this month. I can't read them all. This is a very different genre. The Little Book of Cottagecore, Traditional Skills for a Simpler Life. Yeah, so I thought I would look through this and see what there is. I just saw beekeeping. Legally not allowed to do that in my town. Choosing the perfect teapot, tea balls versus tea bags, chocolate toffee cookie recipe. I have no idea. This feels like we're getting into the season where this would come in handy, and so I'll flip through this. Okay, and then a couple of these books. I think this is one of them. I got an email from a subscriber and she was sharing some of her favorites with me. And so I went and I requested all the ones that I hadn't read yet. And I'm pretty sure this was one. This is The Secret Life of Bees by Sue Monk Kidd. And I've heard stuff about this book, but honestly I still couldn't even tell you what it's about. Set in South Carolina in 1964, The Secret Life of Bees tells the story of Lily Owens, whose life has been shaped around the blurry memory of the afternoon her mother was killed. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. And then I had mentioned this one, I think in my Hey Reader-a-thon video announcement. This is Emily Dickinson letters. So I believe these are letters that she wrote to people. So I might use this for the prompt to read an epistolary novel. This isn't really a novel, but it's letters. And you know, the lines are a little blurry in my readathons. Make it work. Whatever works for you. Yeah, so this is an option for that. And then I've been really wanting to read poetry lately. So I got out Open Wide a Wilderness, Canadian Nature Poems. This is a very thick book. And it looks like there's a variety of different poems in here. So I thought I would flip through, read some, see if there's like some local-ish poets, or at least poets in my country that I'm interested in reading more from. I like poetry, but I have like very specific tastes and I haven't really found any living authors. Oh no, that's not true. I was gonna say any living authors that I like, but Robert Macfarlane would be one, so, but definitely no Canadian ones. Then I got this book. This is a new release, I believe. Willowdean by Katherine Applegate. I don't know anything about it, but I think it was on Amanda's middle grade anticipated releases, maybe? Willowdean adores creatures of all kinds, but her favorites are the most unlovable beasts in the land. Strange beasts known as screechers. Yeah, I don't know. The font is massive, so I could probably read this like in an hour or two. Yeah, that's definitely possible. I'd be curious. I always like to read middle grade books for myself because I do enjoy middle grade, but also just to like proof them for my kids so I can point them to some good middle grade books. And judging from this cover, which I can't quite figure out, like, what is this guy? This looks like something maybe my son would be interested in because it looks a little bit crazy. Okay, and then that same subscriber, I think this was the same one. I often get you guys sending me your favorite books and I like it because then I request them from the library. This is Alas Babylon. Also don't really know anything, I just requested the view that I was told about. A nuclear holocaust ravages the United States. So, yeah, another one I might pick up. Then I was on the Robert Macfarlane search, I guess, and I got Landmarks, which I don't really know what this is. It's like part dictionary, part text. I don't really know, but his poems are good, so I thought I would try an actual book of his. Another fairly new release in the middle grade world is Pax Journey Home. Actually, I can't remember if I think this one came out this year. Yeah, so I read Pax a few years ago. It's about a boy who has a pet fox and then his dad ends up releasing the fox. And I'm assuming Pax is trying to journey home now. So I listened to the other one on audio and it was like heartbreaking. I have to like gather my courage to read this one. And illustrations, once again, these ones are by John Clausen, I think. Yeah, John Clausen. I love his illustrations. And I mean, sharing the last name, that helps too. Then I got The Immortal, another one that the subscriber recommended. Once again, don't know anything. I just requested them all. A fiction, general / contemporary. That's so vague. I don't like that. I don't know what this is about. But I think, isn't Angela Hunt yeah, she's a Christian author. And then the last book that I have to share is book 2 in the Greystone Secrets series. So I want to read book 2 because I own books 1 and 3. And yeah, so read book 2 so that I can read book 3. This is middle grade sci-fi. Yeah, and I really enjoyed book 1. And I've heard maybe less than great things about book 2, but still want to see how the series goes. So there you have it. That was my fairly small library haul for this week. I'm not going to share a new one every single week because that might be overwhelming. I still have tons of library books out from my previous weeks. I do have a problem. I do. Is it a problem? I'm employing people in my country. Okay, maybe not that much. But I like to have options when it comes to books. So I've got options. Let me know which ones of these I should prioritize the most. Thanks for watching, guys.